Yo, I went skiing yesterday, and I haven't.
Hold on, Eliott. This is not a regular episode, bro.
Why?
You have to introduce the guest. What are you saying?
I'm going to. We're gonna have some talk, and then we'll get into it.
No, bro. Listen, Eliott.
This is part of the episode now. This is going in.
I know.
All right. Well, we've got a recurring guest. He's been on the studio or the oh my gosh, album in depth. I haven't done one in forever. That's why. We got Veshone back. How's it going, man?
What's up, y'all?
Oh,
I'm gonna insert applause at that point. Right?
Yeah, for real. We were talking. We're gonna maybe have you back as like a recurring guest.
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, because EJ was telling me because he's like, yeah, Veshone wants to come on. I'm like, yeah, I want Veshone to come back on. He was so much fun.
Man.
Yeah,
I've been eager. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you were a fun person to talk to. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely somebody I want to have back on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys. You guys are legends to me. So thank you guys.
I'll take it. Yeah, because we were doing the top 5, EJ, right? And then we said we gotta have Veshone back. And we were originally gonna do the top 5, but I thought it'd be a lot more fun if we just kicked it and we just had a conversation about whatever. I think that'd be.
We're
more
gonna
fun.
let everybody get a feel for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Get
good.
a vibe. Because there's been times when Veshone texts me and be like, "Yo, I love your pod, but like, I don't agree with you on what you said." And he's like, "I want to be on so bad." So.
Oh, okay.
Finally.
Well, what was something that you heard that you didn't really agree with?
To be honest, man, my head is kind of cloudy right now. I have no idea.
All right, fair enough.
It was a while ago. I don't even remember.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Let's try to find something today then that'll spark the
Dang.
disagreement.
Dang. Okay.
But oh man.
All right, now go to what you were gonna say, Eliott.
All right. Well, I was saying that I had to go. I went skiing yesterday for the first time in a while.
Oh, I saw you post that.
Yeah. Have you guys gone skiing before?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Scared, bro.
It's very.
Right.
I forgot because the first time I went was in grade 3, and we went for a school trip or whatever, and I was cool with it. I didn't go until grade 11, and I went with a bunch of friends that took me. And I didn't realize they were all avid skiers. I thought they were just as novice as I was. So they're taking me on hills that are like diamonds and double black diamonds, which are like the highest difficulty levels of. Like it looks like you're going down a roller coaster like at a 90-degree angle, but it's all snow.
Wait, they didn't ask you?
No, they didn't ask me.
Was?
No, they're just like, we're going, and I'm like, okay.
That doesn't sound like good friends.
They were not. No, I don't talk to
You guys,
them.
any of you guys have children?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I went in grade 11. I went and I did more tumbling than actually skiing. But I just got up and I'm like, all right, everything's fine. The next day I woke up, I couldn't move my body. Like it was bruised up to the 9, and I was just like, I can't move. I cannot move. So I went yesterday because I'm like, all right, let's see if I can figure this out. But we're gonna go on Kitty Hills. Now
No shame in it.
No shame in it either. The thing was too is that, and again, do not take if you're listening and you are white, do not take this as racism. I'm just speaking this as facts. Okay. I didn't see anybody there who wasn't white. It was just me and then my friend Gia, she's Korean. So both of us drove up together and we're like, we're just here to vibe and just find our time and just do whatever. But we're not out here trying to do nothing crazy off jumps or whatever. And we're just like, it's just 2 immigrants out here just trying to coast on snow right now. That's all we're trying to do.
2 immigrants.
It's for real. Like we're documenting this and everything. We're just trying to live after this.
You filmed it?
I filmed my friend Gia. Nobody got a chance to film. I killed it. I can't even front.
But you didn't film it.
I didn't film it.
Then it didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. There it is.
Yeah.
But I got on some pretty decent hills. It was fun, but it was cold. It was like minus 26. So, but
where was it?
Blue Mountain.
Oh, okay.
In Collingwood. Yeah, in Collingwood. So we went up there. It was fun. Yeah. Would you guys?
I want to go. I want to go snowboarding.
If I could learn snowboarding, I would love to because it just looks cooler.
I've always enjoyed like the snowboarding video games.
Mm.
But kind of like you said, I don't know too many black people who just do these kind of sports on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's very true, man. Black people.
But I want to go. Like, I think it would be fun.
So
and I feel
not-
like going with a bunch of black people who don't know how,
It's
we can
equally.
all learn together.
Well, that was the stipulation I had going, is that I need somebody who is not as good as me as well to come with. So if I fall, and like it's not just me falling, it's somebody else falling too. So we're doing that. Veshone, would you go skiing? Would you go snowboarding?
I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm
trying to live,
man. Yeah, I'm trying to live, man. I got a family. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm a new father. I'm trying to have more kids. You know, I don't know, man. If my kids want to go, I'm sure my wife would like to go because she's into stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she wants to go skydiving and stuff. That's not me.
Oh,
Priya wants to go.
Would you?
Yo, Priya and Rochelle can go because
Right, and then we'll kick it.
yeah, we'll kick it. Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you go, EJ?
Skydiving?
Yeah.
No.
Dang.
I have a
You do
saying.
it.
I have a saying. Man was made from the dirt, Eliott.
They were meant to stay here.
I don't believe we were meant to be in the sky
Yeah.
like that. So that's where I stand on skydiving.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
Fair
Man's
enough.
not birds out here. You
For
know?
real. For real. But yeah, no, it's been crazy with like the winter because I saw Priya posted that you guys like got a snow day in and everything. It was crazy. When was that? Was it Wednesday?
Oh, that was Monday.
That was Monday, right?
Yeah.
Insane amount of
Did it not snow in Barrie?
It snowed a lot, but I don't think as much as it did like in places like Toronto. So I was wondering if it was like the same as like Hamilton.
Did you get hit with snow on Monday, Veshone?
Yeah, man. It was crazy, bro. It was Monday, right? I think it was
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. Way too much, bro. Way
Yeah.
too much.
I think they basically like shut Hamilton down.
Did they?
Like we were trying to skip. There was no skip drivers out.
Oh,
They're like nothing was open.
Jeez.
yeah, man. That's dangerous, bro. Driving in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Trying to make a quick buck and short.
For
I was
real.
supposed to go to work early. Woke up at like 6 or 6:45, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look outside. I couldn't even see my car.
Jeez.
I texted my boss. I was like, yo, I might not make it, bro. he texted me back. He's like, me too.
That's a real one right there. He's like, yep, I'm not coming in either.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Shit. Yeah.
And then our property company, they didn't even like come to shovel or plow the snow till like 3:00.
Yeah, you've already talked about it. You've had problems with that company.
Oh man. The moment our lease is up, we're gone. We're out of there. Cause like you both have seen our parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one exit. The thing was piled up. All the cars, nobody went anywhere.
Jeez.
And
So
then
what
when we
is it
called,
like now?
it's done now.
Okay.
But when we called them, they're like, "Yeah, we have 24 hours to do it." So,
Oh, so they're waiting to the last
and in my
minute
head,
to
I'm like, "That doesn't help anything." Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go to work for 8.
You
Yeah.
guys are trapped.
Yeah,
Exactly. What if somebody actually had to go? Yeah, that's
and their response is just, "Well, we're sorry for the inconvenience."
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like, I'm trying to get to work to pay for the place that you are to pay you.
yeah.
You know?
for real.
Right.
Yeah. No, I saw it because everybody was posting on like on 6Buzz and everybody's just stranded in TTC buses and just
Yeah.
cars hitting cars on the highway. It was insane.
It was a bad one. I haven't seen a snowfall like that in a while.
Yeah, it was bad. And then what was it? I think somewhere in Toronto, someone was filming. Doug Ford got out of his car with his little shovel and started helping people. And instead of like, oh, thank you, everybody was just clowning him on the internet, which I'm like, it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I guess. But I mean, he's trying to do something nice to you. For you,
Yeah. It's like, right.
right?
Poor Dougie.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he could come up with better policies, especially during this time. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
I mean, he's helping shovel snow. So, at least that's
Yeah, I
something.
feel that. Like I get that because like if I was stuck and he was shoveling for me, I wouldn't roast him right there.
Not right there.
You know?
You'll wait till he's gone and just show it to everybody. Oh my goodness. But yeah, how is then I guess the New Year been for you, Veshone, so far? Has it been like, because we were talking about last week on New Year's that like nobody was really excited for the new year? We're just like, it is what it is, and we'll move on to 2022.
For us, it was good, man. We actually had COVID, so we were home for the new year. But I mean, you know, I'm with my family, and we have many blessings from the Lord. So, you know, we were enjoying it. We got a new couch, new TV, a lot of new stuff. So it was good to enjoy that. So it was, I mean, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. We just watched TV and counted down. It was nice.
There you go. That was it. I think, just for the rest of us, it was just the 2021. We're going to leave that behind, and let's hope 2022 will be somewhat better. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Bro, Veshone, I have a theory. Actually, no, I have a theory. I have an opinion, okay?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago,
you
posted a video of Black Lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what Black Lightning is, it's one of those CW shows. It's like they're superhero shows based off of comic books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? But Black Lightning is like the Black Panther of the DC shows, right? And you posted it and you were like laughing at it because it was so bad.
Yeah.
So I love the DC shows.
Yeah.
Eliott hates them.
They're bad.
I like them because they're bad though. But I came to a conclusion because I got Priya watching Arrow. Right? And it's the same universe as Black Lightning.
Okay.
And I'm watching it, and I sat there, I'm like, yo, Eliott was right.
Yes!
This is really bad.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh, that's vindication right there.
But, Eliott, it's not bad like I'm not going to watch it bad. It's just bad like, dang, they don't have a good budget. But I was watching, I was thinking about the episode that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it's bad. I watched the first season.
Oh, you didn't watch the second season?
No, it got really, really bad.
Yeah. To be honest, I like Black Lightning.
It's cheesy.
Pardon me?
It's cheesy.
Yeah, it's cheesy. The costumes are stupid. Like, I don't understand how dude can put on glasses and still have the rest of his face showing. And the glasses are pretty see-through. And then just have, like, you know, something that changes up your voice and then be like, yeah, you know, I'm Black Lightning. I'm not the principal. You know, it's like, come on, guys. But in the same token, I mean, look at Superman, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, that's so, yeah, it's even more stupid. Superman is just, if you guys are in that universe, you guys are dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like Black Lightning in the beginning, it was like, I felt like it was good acting, but it was a terrible budget. Like, the CGI was terrible. You know what? It was more so the CGI and the costumes that I found really bad. But as it kept going on, I felt like, you know, it's getting better, and it looked like they had a bigger budget as it went on. So it was more interesting. But man, by that last season, those last couple episodes were just... I was like, yo.
I'm out.
Yo, this is so fun. Like, Rochelle and I we were cracking up, yo. When I seen it, when that guy was impaled by the pole and still trying to fight and like, down, woo, you know, whatever you were saying, it was like, yo, this is crazy. It just looked really bad, yeah.
So here's the question. Do you guys think that if somebody had the Oliver Queen superhero money, like millionaire money, do you think a vigilante could be a real thing?
You mean like
do you think somebody could? Yeah, if they had the money for it.
I think they could for a limited amount of time. Maybe like one or two runs.
I just feel like sure, but at the same time, I don't know, yo. Batman's kind of capped. I mean, he's not he's my favorite superhero, but like, I mean, I think if you read the comics and you see how much dude is benching, it's like
an unearthly
that's
amount.
Crazy. Yeah, it's like that's crazy. So I don't know, man. To be as strong as Batman, I feel like you have to be like huge. Like you want to be no ninja. You want to be able to move like that. You be like, I don't know. You just be a full blob of muscle.
Okay, but take away like the strength part. Like let's say somebody just had the best training ever.
Okay. And the money.
Yeah. To put on like some sort of protective gear. I feel like it would work, but it would cap at like petty crime. But
I mean, if you're a billionaire, you might not have nothing that you can really do with the money. So maybe fighting drug lords is a thing for you. I don't know, man. It wouldn't last too long.
That's a risky. I don't know. I think it's something we all love, but in reality, you can't.
It'd be wonky.
I think it's just like the logistics of it would just be way too difficult. Like, how are you going to go out every night and find specific crimes to like foil? Like that sounds like a lot of work.
You have the police radio.
Yeah. But I mean, you're going to essentially be then fighting more cops than actual bad guys. But
that's true.
That's what I'd be. I think it'd be cool in our minds, but I don't think it'd be possible for maybe more than a day or two.
Do you think that it would be possible, say the vigilante has a mask sort of like Batman, but he's a black man? And what I mean by that is, do you think he would be looked upon as the criminal most of the time?
Interesting.
Or do you think that he would be looked upon as like he's the masked hero?
I think for me, if I saw anybody in a mask like that just beating up on people, I think I'm just assuming they're the bad guy. Regardless of,
I don't know.
You don't think so? Maybe that's just me. That's just me though. I don't know about society what they would think.
Is he wearing a Batman mask?
Yeah, like Batman. Something like Batman.
If I don't know, I might think he's a vigilante.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I think so. Because
if it was just like a hood, if it was just like a regular hood, I'd be like, "Yo, that's a thug." But if they go out of their way to put a mask on, nah.
Yeah. Like even I feel like like the like if somebody's wearing like a Spider-Man kind of mask where it's almost like almost like a sock over your head with lines through it or whatever. I don't know if I'm thinking that that's like a vigilante. I might think, that dude's probably part of the problem. But like, but something
like this man is jumping this guy in a Spider-Man mask.
Exactly, something like that. But if you have like a Batman mask, that thing is like engineered. That thing looks like it's like. It's like, it looks
military.
Like it's military. It looks like it's supposed to, like you don't just, wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to put that on. You got to build that. You know what I'm saying? So if it's the real Batman mask, not just like one of those fake ones, then we know it's a vigilante, not a criminal. Yeah, but I mean, how would you know?
I'm just assuming anybody beating up anybody is like, it's not a good situation. So
it's not a good situation. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you, EJ, if you had the money, would you be a vigilante? What would your vigilante name be? What would it be?
Oh. I'm pretty sure I made up a superhero name for myself as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Call you Locks.
Nah, I didn't have locks back then.
No, but now.
I'd have to cut them though.
Oh,
that's a liability. That's a liability.
Yeah. And it'd be easy. It like to figure out who it is. I feel like they'd narrow it down pretty quick.
I'm just saying, like someone's gonna grab that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had the money to be a vigilante.
EJ's just fighting at someone.
Yeah, somebody just grabs his hair and he's fighting. He's like, crap.
It's over.
It just blows your back doing that. Oh, man. Oh, that's too funny.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
No, I wouldn't. But
I might think about it, but I don't think I would.
You do it maybe.
I don't think you think Priyo would be down for that. Nah.
You could do it.
Nah. No, Priya be like, you have all this money. We can go on vacation, but you want to go fight people in the hood.
For real though.
Nah.
Do you think I think it could be like we've seen it. It's probably possible like in VR or like the metaverse. You could become a vigilante.
To be like
I've heard about people getting jumped in the metaverse.
I heard about that.
What? But do you feel pain? What? How you get what? Sorry. To my knowledge, and this might sound real stupid, but isn't the metaverse kind of like Sims in a way? Like
it's VR Sims essentially.
Mm-hmm. So then who cares if you get dumped? Take off the thing, yo.
I don't know.
Get out of there. Like, who cares?
But you tried VR for the first time.
Oh, did you?
I did.
How was it?
It was good, man. I can't I was playing some zombie game.
Yes, sir.
And I went with someone and while we were playing it, like he was like, oh, like, you know, it's PG, whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, there's nothing to worry about. And then when we start playing, he's like, yo, I thought you said it's PG, there's blood. And I was like, oh shoot, I forgot.
Yeah.
Rochelle couldn't do it. She did it with me once. She couldn't do it again. I love it, bro. I love it.
Did she get like motion sick?
No, she was just scared.
Fair enough.
Yeah. She was like, while she was playing, she was like, dude, it got to a certain point where she basically closed her eyes and just was like, shoot.
It's like, where? Oh my gosh.
Exactly. She didn't always use shoot at. She couldn't look at it no more. The zombies attacking it was too much.
But you know, the thing is though, they're creating like haptic
feedback. Yeah.
Like feedback clothing.
Yep.
So it's like little pockets of air.
I saw that
replicate whatever you're feeling.
Dang.
And provide some sort of resistance to feel like you're doing whatever it is you're doing in the VR world.
But I don't know why you would want to feel that. Like, for example, if you're playing a shooting game, why would you want to feel like you just got shot in the chest?
I feel like some people would though.
I don't.
But the thing is though, I don't think it would be as intense as a gunshot. Yeah. But maybe you would feel some. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like, do you think like in this, if you knew you weren't gonna die, would you take a gunshot? Would you want to take a shot to the chest to know what it feels like?
No.
No. So I don't understand why you want to incorporate that into a video game. The whole point of a video game is to do dangerous things without the consequence of anything happening in real life.
There's certain things I would want to do that would be like thrill seeking in a video game. But like not get a gunshot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like what?
Like I would skydive in a video game.
It's just,
and if there was a way for me to feel it, I would do that because it's not real. You know,
it's just you lying on your floor, just like a starfish, and you just got the pockets of air just hitting you in the face.
You know,
oh my God.
But get a gunshot? No.
But that's why the reason I say that, because the most popular games are shooters. So to make that specifically for it, I'm just like, I don't really want it.
You know, it would be a great idea. So you know how Jake Paul is doing all his boxing stuff, and everybody hates Jake Paul. If they were able to like have fights in the metaverse with like random people. And see if you can beat Jake Paul, that'd be a cash grab.
Or just, like implement like VR people of who you dislike the most and just go to town on them.
and become a vigilante.
And then make fake money in the metaverse, and that's how you get paid for it. Oh, man.
Exactly.
Yo, I just learned that the metaverse is exclusive to Facebook.
Yeah, it's made by, because that's why because they're called Meta. That division. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So they're controlling it.
Have you guys heard of the Netaverse?
Sorry, are you saying Neta as in Neta? No, I have not.
No.
Okay. So the Netaverse is something that the NBA is doing. And I think the first arena that they've done it with is the Brooklyn Nets. I might be mistaken. But they've put up cameras in the stadium. Like, so it can 360 the court.
Okay.
And in the metaverse, they allow you to like sit courtside.
Oh, okay. So essentially, you're watching the game.
Yeah.
Like of a real game?
Yeah. So like when the players are actually playing live, you can watch it in VR, but be close.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty
like,
cool.
That's dope.
Like you could like walk on the court and
See, for those instances, I feel like VR would be worth it in that end. That makes a lot of sense to do like live sporting events like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but I feel like it takes away from the fun of watching sports.
How?
With people.
But what if like you and your friend are both in the metaverse and just sitting with each other?
I don't know. It's weird to me.
Veshone, would you do it?
Yeah, I would do it. I mean, I might not do it all the time, but I mean, if I'm chilling at home, why not? You know, I'd rather be there and watch the game than be necessarily watching it through a screen, even though that's sort of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, yeah. It sounds fun. I would do it. I would do it.
I feel like it works for when you're alone.
Yeah. I get that. I saw,
but I feel like the whole VR metaverse thing and like the whole new stuff coming out, I feel like it's pretty. What's the word?
Like
isolating.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know, man. To be honest, in my gut, I just feel like this stuff is unhealthy.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like imagine like I come through to your place to watch a game, and then we both sit there on the couch with glasses on, and we're beside each other, but we're not
just really interacting.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like I agree. I don't think it's healthy.
I saw an article about like all this futuristic VR stuff and what's going to happen. They're saying that a lot of people are going to get like the itch to buy these VR stuff and like get it, but they're saying don't bother right now. And it's going to look incredible like year to year how much progress they're making. But they're saying don't buy it because the amount of progression they're going to make, like say in the next 5 years, is not worth buying a product in the next year or so because it's going to be obsolete. So, which I mean is the same thing kind of with most technology anyways. But in reference to like the VR stuff, they're like just hold back for a while and just you might get like an itching or an inkling to go buy this, but don't waste your money because it's going to get so much better that there's no need to really do this right now.
Yeah,
unless you got like
it looks like
cash
Lego.
to spend and you don't care about money's not an object. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, was it like the manufacturers that said that? Like the people who made
more
it?
just like technology insiders who like write articles like on the net on the latest stuff. They're like it's making a lot of progression. Like I see what Microsoft and Apple, they're all making like not like VR but without the glasses. So they have essentially like for example like what you would put a light fixture on like on the roof, but it's essentially a giant projector so that you can project AI stuff like all over your house.
Oh man, that sounds like
that's what I mean, right? So a lot.
That's what sounds scary,
it is,
bro.
yeah. I'm like, I don't want robots are taking over. Not for me. Not in my house.
Yeah.
Serve the Lord.
Not in my house.
Do you think the new age of technology is going to better society or do the opposite?
I feel like there's pros and cons, you know, like, but to be honest, I feel like it'll do more damage than it'll do good. I don't think isolating yourself, but like almost having the feeling that you're around people. It's almost like, in a sense, sort of like Instagram, if you get what I mean.
Social media.
Yeah. Like social media, exactly, where it's almost like being social, but you're not actually interacting with people. And I think that can lead a lot of people into depression. And I mean, just being locked up for as long as we have because of the pandemic, I think people are yearning to get outside, you know? People are yearning to go places with their friends and family and meet up with people. So, I mean, going into a metaverse or whatever, I don't know, yo. It just feels unhealthy. Just talking or thinking
I agree.
about it.
I agree 100%. I don't think it's going to be seen as a bad thing because we're so dependent on technology that anything new is just going to be like, oh, yeah, we're in 100%. But
and it's interesting.
and that's why. But I think, as you said, the actual relationship, social aspect of it is going to be so much worse if we just allow it to become the new normal. I think it's going to be kind of dangerous. I don't know. What do you think, EJ?
I think technology just scares me altogether.
Fair enough.
Like, I think technology is great for certain things. I think for socialization, though,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just even feel like in how we communicate with each other now, technology has almost like devolved us.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because
having a face-to-face conversation with somebody nowadays is tough.
nobody got people skills.
Because, you know, or if you're kicking it with somebody and everybody's just on their phones, sending each other memes in the same room, like.
Yeah, and it's draining.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, like I don't know if y'all have played video, or obviously y'all have played video games and stuff like that and been on social media, but I think that it's just so draining. I don't know. For me, the longer I'm on it, it's like it's almost like a wave of water that, you know, it sucks you in, and then you get in too far where you feel drained, but it's almost like you're so addicted to whatever you're watching that you can't find your way out. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Matrix.
Real. I was thinking it's just like, because I think for like us three, like we have, I think, a definition of something as like, what is too advanced? And I think what we were just saying, like the light fixtures, the robots like living in our generation, is like that. I feel like is a little too advanced for me. I don't want to reach that point. But I think to others people's definitions, that's not advanced enough. Some people just don't have a measure of what advanced is. Like, I don't know, there's no limit. And that's the scary part. I don't like people who think like that. There has to be a limit. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, the Bible says that as man like increases in knowledge, that's a sign of, you know, the times to come. So hey.
Yeah. I mean, let's go. Yeah, go bye. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna be vigilantes, but we're gonna be fighting robots. That's what's gonna happen.
You can't fight a robot.
I know, we're gonna lose.
Man.
Only Will Smith can. We can't fight no robots.
Yeah,
that's something that's always upset me in movies. Because you can't fight a robot.
You can't. You'll break your hand.
Yeah. On the first punch.
The moment that robot says, you know what, I don't like humans anymore, it's over.
It's over.
It's
you guys,
by
chance, have you guys ever watched What If?
Yeah.
The Marvel one?
Yeah, the Marvel one.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
Did you see the whole thing?
Yeah. The Ultron one, right?
Yeah, the Ultron one. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's robots taking over, and that was ugly.
Yeah, that is not. I do not look forward to that day.
Yeah.
Real. Listen, I got to talk about this. I'm sure you both have probably seen it, and we talked about it a little bit. Mike Todd did a Sunday service, and I didn't even see the sermon. I just know that he was talking, and near the end, he shows a lot of imagery to portray the message, and sometimes it can go a little extreme. This was as extreme as it got. If you haven't seen the clip, you just search up Mike Todd spitting in hand, and I'm sure you will find it. This man, did anybody actually watch the sermon? I didn't get a chance to.
I didn't see the sermon. I saw the clip.
The sermon. Nah, I want to watch it.
Yes, because I don't know I don't know the context as to what he was specifically talking about and why he spit in his hand. But anyways, he was trying to portray some sort of image. So what he did is this man spit in his hand, but like it wasn't like a spit. It was like a loogie. Like this man like snorted and like you heard the phlegm. He put it in his hand, I think twice, and then decided to smother it all over his homie's face. Was it his brother? Oh my gosh. So he and you could hear the audible ahs of like the congregation just watching this. And this popped off all over social media. Everybody was like, what is happening? And so I'll talk about because he made a video addressing it, but let's talk about initially our reactions when we saw it. So what did you think, Veshone, when you saw this clip, bro?
Yeah, so initially, and I'm gonna be completely honest
Yes.
with y'all. I love Mike Todd. Like I truly do. I love his sermons. I love the way how he speaks. It truly does connect to me, and just the I guess the imagery that he does show often, it does impact me because I'm that type of guy that like I get it, you know. So like you said, both of you guys, you know, I didn't see the whole sermon, but man, I do it. It didn't look good, man. It was hard. It was a hard one. It was a hard one. But this is what I have to say as well. And I wanted to post this on social media, but I was like, I don't know if I should. I think that we're so quick to jump on people for things that they do as like as a mishap, rather than celebrating the amazing things that they've done or are doing. You know what I'm saying? So like during Christmas time, he gave away like his ministry, Transformation Church, gave away like over $7 million, and I watched it and I was almost, you know, in tears because of it. I was so inspired by it as well. And I mean, this guy has been doing that stuff, and I feel like you don't see that pop off anywhere. We didn't see that on TNT, Breakfast Club in the morning, nothing like that. But we see the loogie, and obviously it wasn't like there's a reason why.
Yeah.
You know, him spitting in his hand popped off. But I just feel like, man, this dude has definitely, I believe he's definitely called by God, and he's doing well. He may have gone too extreme with this one, but I don't know, man. The public bashing, especially from those in the church, I don't know, bro. It just feels like, man, he's on our team. You know what I'm saying? Like he's part of what we're doing. Stop smashing this guy, yo. Like, you know, understand. Watch the sermon. And I know most of us haven't watched the sermon, but watch it.
Yeah.
You know, before you judge it, watch it before you judge it, and then maybe you get more context. And even though it is nasty, because I saw the clip, I saw it like dangling.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's one of them spits that like
Are you sick?
That will cause you to fight.
Yeah. Like, you know, those sticky spits, like those ones. Yeah, it was one of them ones, and yeah. It was bad, man. I can't lie, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like smash it. That's what I gotta say.
I agree. I saw it, and I mean, I could see in his brother in his brother's face. He's like, "What have I done to myself? What am I doing here? Like, what am I doing on stage right now? Like, I should not be here."
Yo, I feel like the amount of like self-control.
Oh my gosh,
that you would have had to like, not react to that as he's putting it on your face,
bro. He was stone cold, but like you could see it in his face. It's like I have ridiculed myself. I agree with you. I don't judge Mike Todd because of this one instance. I'm like, whoever is like advising you and told you this was a good idea, that was not a good idea. They need to check themselves in that sense. But I just think it was somebody who didn't advise him well and told him, probably shouldn't be spitting in your face or spitting in your hand and then putting it all over your brother's face to show imagery of something. I get you're trying to be like, you're trying to get a reaction, but there are better ways to do it. That was the only thing I took. And as you said, I've seen Mike Todd sermons before. I don't think of him as a bad person, but like, again, I saw the comments that people were posting about this being like, and this is why like Christianity is so extreme. This is why like all this stuff, like bashing essentially our faith, which again, it's those things that suck. You look at the little minuscule things instead of what they actually do. But again, nobody really wants to focus on the good things. It's what the headline sells, and that's what it was. Some man is spitting in his hand and putting on his brother's face. So not a good look, but I don't judge him for it. EJ, what about you? What about you, man? You sent me the clip. You sent me the clip. I didn't even see it. I was like,
I have a few thoughts. Thought number one. That's nasty. like I feel like I feel like it wasn't planned.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
I feel like if you watch his face, he looked like he was contemplating, should I do this or not? Like, I hate to describe it, but what I saw him like hork it up. He spit it, and then I watched him like look at it and swish it around like it was a glass of wine.
Oh, bad.
You know?
Ugh, yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. However, I've had thoughts about Mike Todd, and I want to speak very thoughtfully because I don't want it to come off as hate.
Yeah.
Because I don't have hate towards Michael Todd. I don't have any negative thing toward Michael Todd at all. I think he is called to do what he does, and I think he does what he does very, very well. I've been touched by some of his sermons. They've impacted me. But he is human. And I think in his humanness, for me, when he hit a certain level of fame or notoriety, I started to see a little bit of like a switch that put me off. Not to necessarily what he was saying, but I felt like the delivery of it became a little bit too theatrical. Right? And I don't blame, like, I'm not, see, like for me, I would look at that and be like, okay, for me, it's my time to just go away. I would never say, oh, don't watch him because it's this. I would just look at myself and be like, okay, it's no longer for me. You know?
Right.
But the hate towards him, no, because I saw the message he put out afterwards.
Okay.
It was very humble. And that's the part of him where I'm like, yeah, he's called to do this. He recognizes it. He addressed it completely. He didn't give a stupid corporate response, you know?
Yeah, like that was I was going to say is that he put out a message, like a video message the day after just saying, yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Like, I understand and just know that we try to push the bar a little bit sometimes. But yeah, this was clearly one of the moments where it was not in good conscience or whatever. And people were still bashing him because, like, he said, oh, I didn't say I'm sorry. He didn't say that. So it's not real. It's not genuine.
Well, okay, on that, he doesn't owe anybody.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, who does he have to say sorry to? He addressed it. That's all you can really ask for. And he knows, like, he has, like, he's self-aware enough to know.
The only person he would owe an apology to
his brother.
His brother.
Oh, man.
And, okay, but then context-wise, personally, I don't think there is any context where that's okay.
Oh, where it just,
I think,
yeah.
Like even, like, I can imagine. I haven't seen the sermon. I can imagine what he was talking about. Right? Jesus spitting in the mud.
Turning the cheek.
Right? I think even when Jesus did that, people were like, yo, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
But the key factor was that there was a miracle in it. Right? With Mike Todd, he even said it in the response. He goes, he's still bald. So when you do something like that without the miracle, I think the reaction is not confusing as to why people are responding that way. Because I feel like if Jesus didn't have a miracle when he did it, they would have responded the same way. It's gross.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's my thoughts. But I don't think differently of him. That incident was gross.
That was right.
But
and that's what I mean.
We're human. He's a human.
I agree with you to an extent where he said, I don't know if it was, but I think it was planned. I think he just decided in that moment is like, oh, I'm going to do it. There's no way this man brought up his homeboy being like, hey, bro, you're going to come on stage. I may or may not put my spit in your face. What?
Yeah.
That had to have been preconceived in some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know, bro.
That had to be,
Like,
man. I
there's
feel like
no way.
I feel like if it was, then his response feels fake to me.
Why?
Because I feel like you can't plan to do something like that. No, like I don't think like he's not stupid. He's not dumb. There's no way you could plan to do that and not expect the reaction. Which says to me, if you plan to do it, you are doing it for the reaction.
I think like he did anticipate the reaction. I think that his team would have said something like that. But I think what wasn't planned was the amount of spit.
I agree with that.
Like I think it might have just been like, we're just gonna do like a little spit and put it on your face. Because I mean, to draw the analogy, a little bit like if it wasn't dangling off, if it wasn't swishing it, it was just and then just like a pat or whatever, then it wouldn't have been such an uproar, right? I think it would have been. I don't know. I don't think
there's any scenario where this analogy happens and there's not an uproar.
Well, he has a sermon that he's done before where he actually spit in mud, swirled it, and then put it on someone's eyes, I believe. And that wasn't, in all the tabloids and all that stuff, So I do think it's the amount of spit, because it's not just like any regular amount. He horked it, right?
Ugh.
And that's what everybody's saying. When you look at a video, you see that thing dangling. People like touching his brother's lip. You see his brother like,
well, and that's the thing. It was, if it wasn't planned, I feel bad for the brother. The fact that he didn't feel comfortable enough to, in that moment, say something, be like, "Dope, bro, don't spit in my face."
But what would you say?
Don't spit in my face.
But it's
I
lying.
don't care. You're not putting a loogie on my face, bro. That's not happening.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what it had to be. It had to have been.
You're telling me, like, EJ, if I was the pastor and I came up and I'm like, "Hey, EJ, come on over," and this is nationally televised, and I spit in my hand, you don't know what I'm doing it, and I put it.
Yo, we're fighting.
That's what I mean. Bro. We are fighting.
It's fisticuffs.
Vigilante EJ comes out, bro. That's right. I'm taking.
I'm put my Batman helmet on.
Yeah.
So that's why I think there is some level of planning. Like, he must have known. It's like, as you said, Veshone is like, it's going to be maybe a little bit of spit, but even still, spit was in the play. Like, they knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. And I think him apologizing, it wasn't. I think that he was just accepting responsibility, like he was accepting that, okay, we went too far with this one. He went too far. So it doesn't for me, his apology doesn't come off fake if they knew that he was supposed to do it. It comes off as, oh shoot, I knew I was supposed to do this. It didn't go the way how I thought it was going to go. And now I take responsibility for that. We went over the board. I mean, overboard.
Yeah. So then, EJ, if you think it's like, do you think now it was planned?
I don't know.
Because
it's no change in this man's mind.
I have no clue.
Because if it was, then you would think his apology would be fake.
The fact that I think like a detective, bro. The fact that like it was his brother and not somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like the only person you can do that to and not like, and that would agree to it.
I don't know. Like, I think it's even worse that you can't even in the moment say that to your own brother, being like, "Bro, don't do that." Like,
because I'm just thinking, like, you're telling me there was nobody on the staff that said maybe we shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if there wasn't, I was like, you got some bad advisors there. Like, whoever is telling you, spit in Lukey in face, good job. You got this. This is good.
And that's like the whole thing. And this is an exaggeration, okay? So don't I don't mean this to like the core of what it is. It just felt very Kardashian.
Oh man,
I'm dead.
Jeez.
Does that make sense what I'm saying though? Because I don't know. God works in mysterious ways.
Not that.
Oh man.
Maybe there's something that will come out of this that we don't know about.
Oh
that we can't see right now. But right now, I don't know.
Or maybe what comes out of it is just Michael Todd sees, okay, there is a limit. There is,
Yeah,
you know, a threshold that if I cross this, then it's gonna be a distraction. And maybe it's just that. Who knows, yo?
Who knows?
And
Who knows? That's why I don't judge it too much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard not to judge it. It was dang.
Well, and that's the perfect
real.
word that Veshone just said, distraction, right? I feel like even if we watch the sermon, we're not going to be really talking about the sermon. It's more of that one situation that occurred. I mean, like, someone spit in this man's face. It's a loogie. Like, I'm not here to talk about the sermon right now. Yes, we know Jesus loves us, but let's talk about this right now, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, next week's sermon will definitely be interesting.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna get up there. He's not just gonna start preaching. He's gonna address it.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it with that.
And during the pandemic.
Well, the amount of like health people were texting me like, listen, even like it's a pandemic, man. Like, come on. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, like it's his bro, and man, and this is why I say like they had to have planned it, because like nobody else is gonna go up there and be like, yeah, man, just spit and put it on my face. I feel like it has to be a relative, someone who you share blood with. You know what I'm saying? Because then,
and maybe he got a check still for it.
I hope he got a check out of that.
I don't hope he got a check, because I don't like that kind of business going on in churches. But like,
not from the church, not from the church. From
I feel like if
Veshone,
I was gonna agree to it,
there is nowhere in my brain I would ever agree to do something like that.
I wouldn't agree to it, but if I was going to, I would want some sort of compensation.
Yeah,
because this is
not from the church.
Okay. So let me ask you this: if you were around when Jesus was doing it, and say you needed something healed, maybe not your eyes, but let's say it's your hand, or it's maybe you have leprosy, who knows? But he spits and he says, "Can I touch you with like my spit?" Are you taking that spit, or are you saying, "Hey, nah"?
I think there's factors to that.
Okay.
Is this a me and him thing? Is this a him showing something to everybody else for an example? Because I might be the guy that's like, yo, I believe you, but help me with my unbelief. That might be me. Because I don't like, it's gross. You know? Do I have an illness that needs treatment, or am I just here? Like, am I just like a disciple? Have I seen a miracle before from him?
Yeah,
I'm human.
If I know this man is 100% is Jesus, yes, no question. But yeah, I agree. Like I got questions before that. I'd be like, hang on. Yeah, because it is gross. Yeah. It is gross.
That's a hard question. There's a lot of variables.
I feel like I'd be like, yes, Jesus. Yeah, come and do this, man. I don't
hit me with that loogie.
But but is that you knowing Jesus as you know him now, or
you know what? Yeah, that might be.
That's what I mean. Do I not know who Jesus is?
You know?
But you got to remember, Jesus was widely famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
For healing the sick, the blind, and casting out demons, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was widely known for. He was famous. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in those times, it would be a question of faith, you know, because it's not like right now we know the end of the story. We be in the story. So I feel like I would be on the side of yes. But it also kind of draws a question into my mind, because it's like, if the blind man could see, would he have been cool? Or like so say for you guys, you Eliott, if you were blind and dude was gonna, or not dude, but Jesus, the Lord was gonna spit in your mud, put it on your face, would you have been okay with that?
I mean,
if you could like prior, like, you guys get my question?
I mean, yeah, I think if it was in, Am I talking about like in that time specifically? Like,
No,
like
no,
today.
no, in this
today.
time.
Oh, okay.
Today.
Oh man. On the
I might
yeah,
not be.
I was like, on the one hand, I'm like, what do I have to lose? But at the
It'll be our world star.
Because
Yeah.
I think context wise, in that time, if you had an illness like that, you were treated very poorly.
Yep.
Nowadays, if you're blind, you can still be fine in society. You know?
Yeah.
So like I think that desperation of like heal me, we don't have that when it comes to physical ailments now. So it's hard, bro. It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things I always try to say when like I'm reading whatever story in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I in this story? Because I think arrogantly, Westerners, we tend to always put ourselves in the shoes of who we think the hero is.
Yeah.
Right? I might be the guy that needs help with his unbelief because I don't want you to spit and put it on me.
Yeah. We're like a lot of time we're like the Pharisees, just like questioning the actual validity of what Jesus is doing. 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a tough one. I would hope that if Jesus said here, I would just take it. But even now, when Jesus blesses us with stuff, I still be questioning it. Like, wait a second.
We're human.
You know?
But I don't know. I mean, hopefully this will, again, as you said, it'll be something will come out of it. I mean, clearly as a lesson for Mike Todd that like the limit is there. But I don't know. Well, we'll see going forward.
If the point of all of that was Jesus to say, "Hey, I know you're getting up there in fame, but let me remind you," then by all means, cool. If the lesson was only for Michael Todd, then cool. But I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah. I mean, and that's something that we'll never know.
100%.
It's none of our business either.
That's true. 100%.
Yeah, we're not vigilantes.
We're not vigilantes.
Yo, we got to put that on a shirt, bro. Stop being a vigilante.
Oh gosh.
And mind your business.
Funny.
Just mind your business. Yeah.
That's too.
Oh man. Mind your
Ooh. And that kind of rings a question in my ears. I mean, we don't got to get into this, but just like if we were living, like if today was the if Jesus was walking today as he did back then,
in 2022 society.
2022. Yeah. Like modern. Like how much would we accept or like do you think that there would be any miracles nowadays? The people are very dependent on
Tech.
on medicine and stuff, which is I believe is it's from God. Like God gave people the knowledge of how to do these things, and it does benefit us, so we can give God glory for medicine. But at the same time, it's just like, would there be miracles, or would you forfeit a miracle because you know that you're comfortable where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's honest. Yeah, man.
I think if Jesus was walking in today's time, I don't think the miracles would be the same. And I think that's why when he comes back, he's not coming to do no miracles.
Yeah.
Because I think at that point it's too far gone.
I got you. I
think that's why he has to come back.
Yeah, if they were miracles in this time, I think they'd have to be catered to something that is beyond our understanding of what we know.
Because science has gone so far that and people's minds, like we know so much that it's almost like we can't believe a miracle because we know how everything works.
Yeah.
Science will say there's always an explanation for something. So if we see it, we don't believe it to be just a miracle. Unless you know.
Right. Unless you know. Yeah. And God does that. I mean, it's so crazy because when I think about it, Like there are times when, you know, like Rochelle's leg needed to be healed. I prayed and literally like she walked into the church with crutches and she walked out without crutches. You know what I'm saying? And even times when I remember Rochelle and I were somewhere and the car wouldn't start and then we prayed. Or well, matter of fact, actually Rochelle prayed. I was doubting Thomas in this moment. And the car started working. No boost, no nothing, just it started working. And I was like, oh, okay. So I feel like, so I feel like, you know, the science around these things kind of, yeah, I guess it kind of plagues our society and makes it hard for people to believe that miracles could happen. I remember one guy asked me, if you had the means for everything, is there a need for God? And I didn't understand the question before, but what do you guys think?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Are we talking about physical means or like the means for everything? Like I can satisfy myself emotionally, all that, like the little internal voids, the spiritual stuff. Or are we just talking like monetary?
I mean, I guess he was more so speaking monetary wise, but
it's hard to need God when you have everything, or you think you have everything.
I mean, when you think you have everything, yeah. But at the same time, well, because our souls long for Jesus, when you have everything, it's never enough, right? So you're always gonna have a void. You're always, whatever trauma you had as a child, money can't fill or solve that issue. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like there'll be a hole or something like that. Because bare millionaires, you know, commit suicide and stuff like that. But like, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. If it's like, if I have a bed, I don't need to ask God for a bed.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I think the study, I don't even know if there's an actual study for it, but I think like the connection between faith, or not just faith, but like God and science is the most fascinating thing to me.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things about science where I'm just like, but science doesn't have all the answers.
Yeah.
But the answers that science does have makes me think about God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people put science and God against each other. When it's like, yo, these things, God and science work very much with each other if you look at it through the right lens. Like they don't have to be against each other. Like, just example, like medicines, you know what I'm saying? Like people, I remember I had the mindset before that was like, if you take medicine, then you're not believing that God can heal you. And it's like, that mindset is so flawed. It's like, well, God gave people the wisdom to make this Advil or Tylenol.
He created the elements, fam.
Yeah. So it's like, thank God for this medicine. And even though it's a mundane kind of not so miraculous way of getting rid of a headache, it's not as miraculous as someone just touching your head and the headache disappearing. You know, it is still something to give thanks for. And in the genesis of it, you know, it is miraculous that this thing was created.
Yeah.
So
I called Eliott the other day coming home from work.
Yeah.
You remember what I called you, bro?
Yeah. Talking about energy.
I was having like you ever have a day where you just like there's a concept that just makes sense to you in a new way?
Yeah.
I had that day. And the concept was energy. Okay? So I don't even remember what it was that caused me to think about this. But I was just thinking about, I was watching the Arrow show. And there's a character in it called Black Canary. Right? And her superpower is that she can scream at such a powerful force that it can like send things flying. Right? So I start thinking about energy and I'm like, what is energy? Like, what is it actually? Right? Because you hear people say like, yo, like you're giving bad energy right now. But then people say the sun is a ball of energy. So I start thinking, okay, if we're talking about like the Big Bang, right? They say there was nothing and then bang, this energy just exploded into life as we know it. Right? So I started thinking, okay, well, let me pair it with God and see how what we know, what we think we know, fits into what I know about God. Right? And I start looking at energy and I'm like, okay, if the sun is just a lot of energy, right? Because I asked Eliott, I said, what is energy to you? And he said a power source. Right? And I was like, dang, that makes sense. Like a power source, a legit, like I started thinking about like electricity.
Yeah.
Like generators.
Yeah.
Right? They're working and they're giving off energy.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about the sun. Right? And I'm like, that's the one thing on earth that we can't stare at because it hurts our eyes. And then I thought when people in the Bible looked upon the face of God, they had to turn away.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, yo, Eliott, like, we know that God is the source. But when you think about the power source, like a power source, I started going crazy, bro. I was having like one of those moments where I was like, yo, God is a superhero.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, I was like, I thinking about that power, that girl that screams. And I said, yo, Eliott, what do you think it would feel like to produce that much energy where you can scream and send a car flying down the street?
Wow.
Like, what do you think it would feel like to hold that much power? Right? I just started thinking about everything. I was like, yo, science is cool.
Yeah.
Like, from what we know about science and like the elements and the particles and all those things, and then combined it with like the majesty and the stuff we don't know about God, I'm like, yo, science is cool.
Yeah. It's so dope.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's correlated, right? Like science, God created science. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah. Did it on purpose. And I think what's really cool, and we don't got to really get into it, but like when you read the Bible, when you read in Genesis how God created day and night, but then a couple chapters after it says that he created, or the chapter after, I believe, he says that he created the sun. And it's like, hold on. So then you got to ask yourself, what is light?
Right?
Speed of light and all these stuff. Like, what is light? Is light the sun? Well, no. So you got to ask yourself these questions, and then you realize that God says that he is the light. And yeah, it's like these things. Yeah. I mean, I'm not smart enough to know all these things, but I've had it.
It's fun to think about, though.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's so perplexed. It's so perplexed, but man, it's so cool to know that at the same time, and that as perplexed God is, he makes everything very simple at the same time. Crazy. Yeah. Anyways, we don't got to get into that.
No.
But yeah.
I could go on with that for hours.
That's an entire episode right there of just science and God right there. Absolutely.
Energy.
Yeah.
But we're going to wrap this episode up, all right, with question of the week. Question of the week.
All right, we got a good one.
You said it. You were hyping this one up.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Okay.
spend 1 year of your life in a supermax prison or spend 2 years of your life in a coma?
Oh. Okay. Supermax prison. Ew, what am I in for? Because that matters. That matters. That matters.
That matters.
What am I in for?
Let me think.
I tell you this, man. If you're in for rape,
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say because I've heard the stories of what happens to them.
If there's anything with that or with children, I'm dead. Instantly done. It's
I'm
over.
gonna say killing, murder.
Okay. All right. I'm only in for a year?
No, I'm gonna say manslaughter.
Okay. And
You were defending yourself, but the person you killed was a cop.
okay. And in this world, let's just say I was in for a year. There'd definitely be more, but we'll say a year. Okay. Supermax, 1 year. Yeah. Coma, 2 years. Okay. If I went and I'm okay at the end of this, like when I'm done, like out of the coma, there's no like residual damage like in my brain or anything. Like I'm just waking up and I'm good.
No, both of them, after the time is served, you back to normal.
Okay.
I think I'm taking the year at the prison.
Yeah, me too.
I want to get prison cut. So we're gonna. I'm getting prison shredded.
Bro,
that's a real thing, bro.
Prison cut could mean something else,
that's
bro.
True. Oh God,
you get sliced and diced.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What?
Prison's scary.
Prison is scary, but you said I'm good at the end of it. Like I'm coming out after you.
But you got to make it to that year. You got to.
Oh, so there's no guarantee I'm making it out.
No, it's prison.
Okay. Now I got to rethink this. Then hang on.
But there's guarantee that you're getting out of the coma in 2 years.
Yeah. Yes.
Or is it not guaranteed because the plug could get pulled?
That's what I meant. Time. Like, am I coming out with anything that's not?
I'm not gonna get that intricate. I'm just gonna say you're in a coma for 2 years. End of the 2 years, you come out. You have to spend, but you have to live that year in prison.
No, I'm in prison still. I'm in prison.
Like you're not just in prison, just chilling. Like you gotta live like a prison.
Yeah,
you know.
I think I'm taking the coma now. I didn't realize that I could come out of the. This is tough. I'm taking the coma. I can't trust. I'm in for manslaughter. Who knows? Maybe somebody's friend of a friend is a cop and they don't like me. They got beef.
That's what I'm
taking the coma. I'm taking the coma.
You know what?
And you got no affiliations with nobody.
Yeah. I thought you said that we could leave at the end of, like, we're safe. Like, we're leaving prison at the end of this.
You will leave. Like,
in
after
a body
the
bag.
year is done, you're out. But you have to get through the year.
Yeah. Like in a coma, even though it's 2 years, it won't necessarily feel like 2 years, right?
I don't know.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I've always wondered what a coma feels like.
Yeah, because if a coma feels like a night's sleep where I it happens and then I wake back up, like I just had a sleep, then, it's like, although it's 2 years, it felt like, 10 hours.
But it's you now. So like you're leaving Josiah and Rochelle for 2 years.
Hold on 1 second.
or you're going to prison for a year.
Hold on 1 second.
It's tough, right?
Man.
Hold on. Okay.
He's putting it all in context now. He's like, this is tough.
Yeah, damn.
The amount that would happen with Josiah in those 2 years.
I'm
guilt tripping you to go to jail, bro.
You're in jail for being a vigilante. Come on, man. They caught you. They got you in your Batman mask. That's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Most of those jail people probably be in there because of me. I can't do that.
Right?
No, but it's just
That's tough.
Yeah, because 2 years in a coma, my family, oh my gosh. Okay.
You still get visitations in jail.
You still get visitations in jail, meals in jail. I mean, in jail you can read books. Yeah. You can enhance your learning. That's why I was picking jail. I was like, I can learn a trade. I can I can get cut because there's not much else to do other than work out, eat, and not really eat, but work out and read. You know what I'm saying? But then if I'm in a coma, I just feel like if I'm in a coma, you said we're coming out normal, right? Yeah. So it's not like I'm in a coma and then I got to learn how to walk again.
No recovery. The only recovery would be like acclimating back into society. Yeah. Because you missed 2 years.
Ah, flip, man.
I think I'm taking...
Come on with the iPhone 16.
I think in your case, Veshone, I feel like prison might make more sense. For me, I'm taking the coma.
Eliott, you just want to send black people to jail,
I don't. No. I'm probably... My people are in there too. Don't worry about that, okay? No, I think I'm taking the coma. I don't have kids like you do, so I think I'm going to take the coma. I think I'm taking the coma.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. But what if this was realistic?
Oh, like it...
like that's when I feel like it becomes harder, because if it's realistic, you're coming out of that coma,
then there's recovery.
If
time.
it's
and it's recovery time. It's like you're learn how to walk again.
I agree.
Learn how to eat
realistically, I'm choosing the prison. In this situation, I'm choosing the coma. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I think I'm prison both.
I might have to pick the prison.
All right.
Even with Priya?
Because you can get visits.
Oh.
And if you go to prison married, you can get the conjugal visits too.
Hey.
You know?
All right. How about,
yeah, I didn't think about that.
We'll all go to prison and we'll all stick together. All right. We'll survive the year together.
No, I'm not going to prison to form a gang.
We gotta
and then have to fight other gangs and prove ourselves. Stay away from me.
But what are you gonna do? Because you're gonna get beat up at some point. Someone's gonna be like, "Yo, that guy's too quiet."
Have you guys ever watched Larry Lawton before? He's America's most infamous jewel thief.
Okay.
And he went to prison for like 13 years, like max prison. And he has a YouTube channel now where he talks about his time in prison, because he used to be in with the mob and like all these things. And he tells his stories of prison. He tells the stories of what he saw happen to the rapists and like all the stuff that they go through. Prison's survivable, but it's not somewhere you want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So
you come out there with PTSD, yo.
Yeah.
He said
PTSD.
he said one of the hardest things was when he came out was ordering a burger.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Why?
13 years you're given food. You're on a schedule.
Oh.
Right?
Acclimating.
And he said he walked into the store and the lady said, "What can I get you?" And he got overwhelmed.
So yeah,
He didn't know how to choose something for himself.
reacclimating to society must be beyond difficult.
My gosh.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How old was he? Do you know how old he was?
When he got out?
Yeah, when he got out?
I think he was in his 40s.
Wow. So he's still young enough to be able to. Yeah.
He said he said in prison he got so jacked. He was doing like 1,000 push-ups a day. Like crazy.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
I mean, thankfully for us, it's the year. So
yeah.
Right? Yeah. But it's max.
It's super max. Yeah. I think I'm still
like you're with the real deal, the killers.
I think I'm taking the coma. In your situation, I think I'm taking the coma. I don't know about y'all married people, but I'm taking the coma.
Yeah, shoot. I think
I would have to consult Priya and say, what should we do?
like that. Like that's how
Is it gonna be okay for these 2 years if I choose coma? If not, I'll go to prison.
Shoot.
Final call, Veshone. What are you saying?
Nah, man. Oh. Okay.
It's a good question.
I'm
See, answering it on the pod is different.
I think I'm going to prison.
All right.
I think I'm going to prison. It's only 1 year. I can still see my son and my wife. I'm gonna make it out. I'm gonna make it out.
Picture
and you know, I get them visits.
I could just picture Veshone's family not understanding this conversation. They walk in and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to prison," and they're all freaking out, be like, "Wait, what just happened? Why are you going to prison, Veshone?
Yeah.
Is Daddy going to prison?
Yeah,
no, Dad's not going to prison.
No,
for real. It's only fake.
Yeah. It's only fake.
Oh,
Yeah. Nah,
man.
I gotta be there. I gotta at least see Josiah and my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if but then at the same time, I feel like, man, that's so hard. You know, to see, but I can't touch. I can't. You know. Yeah.
It's better than the 2-year coma, bro. It's the 2-year coma is worse.
Yeah, just being gone.
Like that's gone. Like you're able to see people in prison. Coma, you're gone.
I had surgery when I was in high school, and I remember when I went under, and I just woke up, and I remember feeling like, dang, like it feels like a chunk of my life was just removed.
Really?
Yeah. Like I remember the last thing I remember is like I was looking up, I saw the lights, the surgery stuff, the doctors were trying to talk to me, and then I just opened my eyes and I was in the bed.
Yeah.
And it's literally
Wow.
like a blink and you're in somewhere
It's crazy.
else. So if that's what the coma was like, but it's 2 years later, I don't know.
Yeah. Like how long were you under for, EJ?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the surgery.
I think it was a few
Okay,
hours.
yeah, because when I got my wisdom teeth out, I was only under for 45 minutes. It didn't feel like that. I agree.
And it didn't feel like I was sleeping because I dream. When you sleep,
Yeah.
you dream.
Yeah.
It was just nothing. Like it literally felt like if there was like a film reel of my life, they cut a chunk out and then stitched back the next part and just kept going.
So going under feels like you're there and then you just wake up.
Like,
There's no time
yeah.
in between.
Like you know the feeling of when you're in a dream but you don't know how you got there?
Yeah.
That's how you wake up.
Right. So then
You have-
is it selfish?
To want to be in the coma? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I choose the coma.
If you were gonna do the coma with no physical repercussions.
Repercussions.
afterwards-
Yeah.
Repercussions afterwards, it might be selfish.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, nah, I'm gonna take this.
But the
'Cause I know I'll be up.
like for a few hours in surgery, sure. 2 years though, you
2
wake up
years.
and a lot can change in 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Oh my
Y'all
gosh.
enjoy prison. I'll see you guys in 2 years when I'm out of my coma.
Wow.
Well, I guess we all see you.
That's
in
what I
1 year.
mean.
You
Yeah,
be in there 2 years.
exactly.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
if you come
yeah,
visit.
yeah.
If not, it's all good. I'm dreaming, so it's okay. But
Yeah.
anyways, guys, that is question of the week. If you had to go to prison, supermax prison for 1 year or in a coma for 2 years, which one would you pick? Let us know in the comments when we post it on Wednesday for question of the week. If you guys have any questions or comments about topics, stuff that we talked about, if you got suggestions for us of what we want to talk about, feel free to DM us at Conflict and Interest on Instagram, Conflict and Interest, or you can email us at conflictandinterest@gmail.com. Follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts as well. Leave a written rating on Apple Podcasts. It really does help boosting promotion and advertising for the show. As well, we're on YouTube. Full visuals will be up there so you can see our pretty faces and you can watch all our dumb reactions to all that we talked about today, especially, I assume, the loogies as well. Subscribe there, leave a comment, let us know, guys. But anyways, Veshone, where can they find you at, man? Plug your stuff.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram at Veshone. That's VESHONE. And same thing on YouTube. Same thing everywhere else. So go ahead. Even
Veshone.
Veshone.
Vesh
There you
one.
go.
Yes. I'm not on the meta. I'm not on the metaverse or whatever, or the Netaverse. So that you won't find me there. But
Are people actually
Yeah.
on the metaverse
Yeah, I
now?
think people are. People are watching movies in a movie theater with fake popcorn in the Netaverse.
that's
That's too much. That's too
crazy.
much.
Bro, I heard Chipotle did a sale in
Roblox.
Roblox that was giving away free burritos.
In
Did-
Roblox.
Yeah, like digital
digitally,
burritos,
yeah.
like zeros and ones.
Yo, people mess with this stuff. You're gonna go hungry, bro. You're gonna feel
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like,
you're gonna
you can't
see the
actually
food.
eat.
You guys ever have one of those dreams where
Yeah.
you're like eating something and it's like, yeah, this is nice, and then you wake up and it's like, man,
That
yo,
moment when you take
that it actually
when you
happened.
take care of your
Yeah.
digital character more than your own physical person. Oh,
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna see a lot of haunted
yeah,
people, yo.
for real.
Well, Veshone, I have a specific question for you. You ever had a dream and wrote a dope song? And
Yes.
then woke up and you forgot it?
Yes,
Dang.
all the time.
Yo, the amount of hits I have in my dreams is crazy.
Imagine you were in that.
Yes,
Imagine
yo.
you were in that coma, 2 years of writing, and you couldn't bring anything back.
And you couldn't. Oh, man.
That would be torture
That
for
almost
y'all.
become a superstar.
Oh man!
Right.
But anyways, EJ, where can they find you at, man?
Instagram, this is Juwan96.
That's it.
That's really it. That's all I
you
be
be
on.
on. But anyways, Veshone, thank you so much, man, for coming on. Really appreciate it. We'll definitely have you back another time for sure.
We're going to do that top 5.
That's right.
list.
When that top 5 comes
Let's
back,
do
we'll
it.
get it on. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you guys next week.